And at that time, like, you're young and you think that you know everything, but now that I look back at it, I'm like, holy crap, what was I doing? Like, I just can't even believe that it happened. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing a story time video on how I was a teen mom at 15 and again at 19. Any family that's watching this, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, so if you don't want some TMI information, then I suggest you click off now. So I was 15 years old when I had Ryder. It was 5 days before my 16th birthday, I believe. Yeah. And I was a sophomore in high school. Phoenix and I had only been dating for 5 months when I got pregnant. 6 months when I found out I was pregnant. We had a really good relationship and stuff before I got pregnant, and we were always super careful. I had never been on birth control or anything like that. We just started being kind of careless, and then that's how it happened. And it was just a mistake that could have easily have been prevented. My parents were young parents as well, so they had always told me just to be careful, and my mom always wanted us to do better than she did and not follow in her footsteps, and I did. But in the end, it was all okay, so let's get into how everything happened. So I got pregnant in February 2012. I found out March 15th of 2012. I remember the day specifically because we were at my little sister's birthday party. I was feeling a couple symptoms and we had left, and I went back to my house. I was living with my grandparents at the time, my great-grandparents. And I went back to the house and I took a pregnancy test, and the test came back positive, and we didn't tell our parents right away. We talked about it for a while, and obviously we were scared. I think it was like 3 days after we had found out, my mom was like super mad at me for some reason. And Phoenix and I had went down to my room, and like my mom was just being super weird. I didn't know what it could be because I didn't know if she'd have any idea about it, because I wasn't showing. It was still super early, so I had no clue what it could be. I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't know. We were sitting in my room, and I told Phoenix, I was like, I think she knows. I don't know what else it could be. Like, I think she knows. We were just freaking out, just sitting in there. I didn't want to go back out to the living room because my mom was sitting out there with my sisters. And so Phoenix and I just sat in my room like, okay, we'll leave when she leaves. I texted my grandma, and I was like, why is my mom acting weird? Did something happen? And my grandma goes, she thinks you're pregnant. And I was like, what the heck? How did she find out? But then I told Phoenix, I was like, oh my god, they know, Phoenix, what are we gonna do? I had just texted her back, and I was like, okay. And then she goes, well, are you? And I said, yes, ... Like, I cannot lie. I'm a terrible liar. And especially to my grandma, like, I cannot lie to my grandma. I told her yes, and she must have confirmed to my mom that it was true. So we were getting ready to go tell Phoenix's parents, and my parents pulled up behind his car as we were walking outside. We're like, oh crap,
it's about to go down.
So we both are like, oh my god, we're gonna be in so much trouble. They're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us. And so we get in the back seat, and my parents are just super mad. Like, I've never seen them so mad and like so like disappointed in my life. We just told them we weren't being careful, and then my mom was just saying that I've told you over and over again that I didn't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. We just talked about it, and they were super mad. Phoenix was so scared because he was so upset that he had disappointed my parents, because he really likes them and they really liked him. Like, he was my first boyfriend in high school. Like, it was just a terrible, terrible, terrible time. After that, we obviously made my first doctor's appointments. My mom took me to them. Phoenix obviously went with me, and my family was all super supportive of everything. But to go back a little bit, the way my mom found out is because my grandma had noticed that I didn't have any tampons or anything in the trash can. So she told my mom that I hadn't started my period yet. So my grandma was tracking my period for me. But That's what I'm saying. My grandma, I love her to death, but God, she is nosy sometimes. But I mean, with her telling my mom, it kind of made everything a little bit easier because I would have waited a lot longer to tell my mom that I was pregnant. But we didn't tell anyone. I was super nervous. Like, obviously, I was freshman in high school. I didn't want people to start talking about me. But we had went to prom and everything, and I had already started showing when I was going to prom, so I was like trying to like hide it in my dress and stuff. I was super uncomfortable. Like, I didn't even get to enjoy that prom at all. It was his junior prom. So we had went to prom and did all of that. After prom, I had started telling some friends that I thought would keep my secret, and then, you know, just high school friends, you get mad at each other and then you go and tell somebody something. Like, it was stupid, but some people started telling other people, and then I'd get messages on Facebook saying, why are you hiding it, and just stupid stuff. I didn't want to deal with it anymore, so I posted on Facebook, and then everyone knew about it, and it honestly went a lot better than I thought it was going to. Like, I was expecting a lot of people to be talking about me, like calling me names and stuff, and I bet you people probably did. I just don't know about it because I had really good friends in high school that stayed with us throughout the whole entire thing. But I posted on Facebook. Finally, we finished the school year, so I started getting bigger throughout the summer, and then I had to go and do my enrollment for sophomore year. And that was kind of like the first time people saw me with like my belly, and super scared. Like, I didn't even want to go. I just wanted to skip all the registration, just make my mom go do it for me. But we went and did that, and I got funny looks and stuff, but what do you expect with a teen mom in high school? Like, you're gonna get funny looks. So I just kind of brushed it off, and everything started going really well. Like, I was going to school every day, passing all my classes, and then I started bleeding one day. I ended up being put on bed rest at 30 weeks, 28 weeks, somewhere around there. So then I had to stay home, and I was on like a tutoring program. So I had a tutor coming to my house, and she was supposed to be bringing me all of my homework and stuff that I was missing, and like PowerPoints and stuff. And none of my teachers at my high school I was attending gave her any of my work. So I ended up failing pretty much every single class that I had missed since I got put on bed rest, and none of them would give me any of my work. So my high school pretty much screwed me over. And Phoenix and I had still stayed together this entire time. So yeah, I had Ryder November 25th, 2012. I was living with my mom and my grandma at the time, and my grandma takes care of adults with disabilities. With her doing that, Phoenix wasn't allowed to stay at the house with me. So I was really upset when I first brought Ryder home the first night. I just cried and cried and cried because I didn't want to have him alone by myself, because I didn't think that it should have been just my responsibility. Phoenix helped me make the baby, so I think he should have had to help me with him. And then Ryder was about a month old, maybe 3 weeks old, and then I finally started staying at Phoenix's house so he could help me with him. And then I ended up just kind of staying there and lived there for like the next 3 years of Ryder's life. And off and on, we had moved in with my grandparents for some time. They needed some help, so we moved in with them. And we lived with my grandpa, and just kind of going to different places. And honestly, I don't think, if it wasn't for Phoenix's parents helping us with a place to live and stuff like that, it would not have been as easy as it was. I mean, living with them, it wasn't easy. I mean, living with anyone's not easy, but living with my in-laws that I had only known for a year was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. And we didn't get along all the time, and I was a hormonal teenager that just had a baby. Like, what do you expect? Like, I was grumpy, I didn't agree with stuff, and it just wasn't the best times. But if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here where we are today. So thank you to my mother-in-law and my father-in-law for helping us through this last 3.5, 4 years of my son's life, because it has turned out to be such a blessing. it was hard. It was really hard, but we made it through it, and Phoenix and I's relationship just kept getting better and better. I mean, we had hard times, everyone had hard times, but being teen parents and staying together this entire time was one of the greatest things that could have ever happened. I mean, even with the drama and stuff that we had when I had my son, like that was so hard. But we made it through it, and I did get like some depression and stuff after I had my son. But I mean, I had just been put through a crap ton at 15 years old. Like, I didn't expect anything different to happen after. So, but yeah, my son is going to be 5 years old this year. It has honestly been the greatest thing to happen in my life. I love my son more than anything in this world. He is absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't go back and change anything at all. I didn't finish high school. I did get my GED, but I mean, it's better than nothing. There's a lot of teen moms that don't get either of them. And yeah, now Phoenix and I are married, and I did have my daughter when I was 19, but I mean, at 19, I already had one other kid. Like, it wasn't like when I was pregnant with my son at 15 at all. We were planning it. We had some health concerns at the time, and we were so blessed that we could have her. It was just a completely different pregnancy, and we were both just amazing, but my daughter's was a lot easier. But yeah, that's my teen mom story. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me, you could leave them here. But if you don't feel comfortable leaving them here, you could always email me. But yeah, thank you guys for requesting this video. If you guys would like to see anything else like this kind of video, just let me know in the comment section below and I could do that. Thank you guys so much for watching all of our videos and sharing and subscribing. It means the world to us, and I'm excited to see where our channel goes from here. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!